Brianna.
And I'm Anjushri. Our topic is about how creativity can be utilized to promote mental health and reduce stress. In such a stressful world, it is crucial that we focus on ways to reduce the strain.
Creativity is something that everyone has no matter who you are. It simply means using your imagination or originality to produce something often artistic.
Although creativity surrounds our world with everything we use, schools and workplaces often neglect what is critical to stress management.
Meet Jelly, someone who has a lot of stress because of work and school. He takes AP classes, he works a part-time job, and he's dealing with enrolling in college. We'll be following his journey of creativity as he overcomes his obstacles of stress. With a drop in grades, Jelly decides it's time to consult a therapist. After describing his situation, his therapist mentioned that his excess stress might be causing more health problems than he imagined.
Cortisol is our primary stress hormone from our adrenal glands, and it is produced when we are stressed, so we have more energy. Too much of it can cause weight gain, muscle weakness, and memory or concentration problems. Everyone has stress. It is a part of the human world, whether it be from work, school, or daily life. Creativity is one way that we can combat the physical and mental consequences of excess cortisol.
In an experimental study from the Journal of the American Art Therapy Association, participants had their cortisol levels assessed before and after a 45-minute art-making session. Results indicated that there is a statistically significant lowering of cortisol levels in participants as they self-reported feeling relaxed.
There are many ways you can implement creativity into a stressful life. When studying or working, for example, it is important to take breaks and let loose. Jelly was told that creative art therapy could help decrease his cortisol levels. Creative art therapies come in many different varieties, from painting to listening to music.
This is Jelly's first day at trying art therapy. His therapist advised him to look into art therapy and see if it's the right fit for him. Creative art therapies are defined by using different creative practices to support people to achieve developmental, behavioral, mental health, and physical health goals. These are used for a wide array of situations, but Jelly hopes, for him, that it can reduce his stress.
In Jelly's research, he found a study at the Allinis University for Arts and Social Sciences in Germany. The researchers found that in a systematic review of 11 studies analyzing active art interventions, drawing and working with clay significantly reduced stress and anxiety in 8 of the 11 studies analyzed.
However, Jelly was still skeptical of the therapy. His pride was overcoming him, and as bad as he needed it, he didn't want to go. He felt that the idea was childish and it would never help him. He was afraid that the time he spent doing art therapy could be spent studying harder for school or taking longer shifts at work. For many days he debated on going. Then one day he realized he needed help. And working harder is only going to make it worse. So he entered the room ready to start with his head held high.
Stress is a negative emotion that no one desires. Managing stress is critical for your well-being. In a study at the Rahman University in Malaysia that involves students self-reporting their creativity, stress, and well-being, creativity and well-being were found to be positively correlated. The study additionally conducted an experiment which incorporated a creative priming task, then a divergent thinking test, and self-reported well-being and stress to present that well-being and creativity are positively correlated.
When Jelly came to school after a morning of illustration, he was feeling more upbeat and relaxed. Through his art therapy, he realized that he needed to change his actions overall to benefit his well-being and reduce his stress.
In our own wellness room at Scripps, there are many ways you can be creative. In between the counseling office and the nurse's office, the wellness room is accessible to all students. With inspiring art on the walls and different activities, the wellness room is an area of discovery, reflection, and relaxation. When needing to reduce stress through art therapy, the wellness room is stocked with colored pencils and markers.
Art creation is enjoyable and relaxing to many. Art can help you learn about yourself as it is a form of free expression, allowing flow to take charge. Art comes in many forms, and it doesn't take being an artist to immerse yourself and find flow.
Nowadays, it's so hard to find time to relax, unwind, and let loose, but it's super important to do so. I know the idea seems trivial, and we're not saying that it's a cure-all for everything, but when you feel down and stressed out, creation can help you feel better.
Perhaps by painting a picture or scribbling out your frustrations, turning to creativity is an effective way of stress management. If you're looking for something simple, illustration is there to help process the world around you or your own thoughts. Occupying your mind with something hands-on could involve sculpting or using clay. There's always something creative at your fingertips to help mitigate the worries from this constantly moving world.
Art is all around you, and they're here for a reason. Take advantage of the creative mind and have fun.